Much to talk about. We have some supposedly leaked photos from the set of Snow White, another remake of a classic, an announcement to be made today, and we're going to be reacting to the button, which you guys have been asking for quite some time. So let's get into it. What's up, my dudes? Welcome to the show. Happy Friday. Hope you're having a fantastic day and that you're going to have an even better weekend. We have Taylor in Nashville.
What's up, everybody? Happy Friday.
With that fresh fade, Taylor gave himself a haircut, guys.
Wow, I didn't just put it out there. Now everyone's going to scrutinize it. Thank you.
I was actually amazed when you said you did it yourself. I'm like, I'm impressed.
Yeah, well, don't tell my wife.
And we have Scott in the producer's bay.
What's up, everyone?
Guys, today we're going to make an announcement. I'm looking over at Scott. I'm going to make this announcement for you guys. Today is Scott's last show. Do we have like a boo button? I don't think we do. I think we only have the applause button, which will be, there we go.
Got that.
You can play the expletive button because I'm swearing over here.
Yeah, exactly. Scott is moving on to greener pastures. It sounds like we're like taking him to be euthanized or something. No, he's moving on. He's got another job offer that he's taken up. Scott, take it away.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss you guys. This has been really fun building this entire platform out in this show. So yeah, as you said, moving on to greener pastures, but we'll absolutely miss the both of you as well as everybody in the chat and anybody who watches. So. But we'll have a good show today, that's for sure.
We will. I'm standing up over here because I have gifts for Scott that we have to hand him while he's on the stream, and it's very difficult when we're the only two people in this room. Scott is gluten-free, so we got him some gluten-free donuts.
Oh, what? Let's go. Thank you.
I didn't know if you like maple or chocolate better, so I just got you both.
Oh, yeah,
also,
I love them both.
Taylor and I are going to be drowning our sorrows in something. So we got you tequila.
Oh, let's go. Thank you.
There you go.
And it's Anejo tequila because we like to go to a restaurant in LA called Anejo. So
The ribbon fell off.
Too nice. Too nice. Thank you.
We had to get you a
guys,
gift.
Scott has been here since day one of Unapologetic. He helped us build the set that you see behind Amala with his bare hands. He helped pioneer the show and our whole style of editing and everything that we do. Plus all of his great takes and the eye candy that he is, being Hop Scott. So yeah, we're definitely gonna miss you, man, and we're sad to see you go, but happy that you're taking another step in your journey.
Thank you so much. You got me blushing over here, and yes, definitely a lot of sweat into this studio. That's for sure.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Taylor and Scott basically just built this with their bare hands. So there will be the spirit of Scott lives in this room. It will live on.
Hopefully, it's the spirit, not the
we needed
stench.
to load Scott's consciousness into an AI so that we can just ask him technical questions and give it to future editors who are working on our videos so they just have all this knowledge. But
yeah,
maybe that's a pipe dream. Elon needs to get on that ASAP.
It's crazy because it's Scott's last day here, and we've had the most technical difficulties I feel we've had in a long time. Yeah. And every time we have a technical issue, we just go, Scott, come fix this.
I wouldn't have it any other way on my last day. You know, it's just like the fire drills just keep coming. Yeah. And it's just tackling them one by one. And I apologize in advance because you guys are going to get some ASMR while I eat these donuts during the show.
Okay, perfect. Hopefully you have just as many technical difficulties at your next job. You'll be very, very useful. Guys, let's get into some stories for today. We're going to be doing a fun, light show today. There have been some leaked photos that came from apparently the Snow White set, although there's been mixed reports on this. Here are some photos from the Snow White set. These are apparently going to be the 7 dwarfs. I believe these are stand-ins who were doing like marks and photographies for the film itself. And you'll notice something about the 7 dwarfs. They're not exactly dwarfs. Do we say dwarfs anymore? Is it little person? I think that is now the approved term that we use.
Yeah, I think we're going to have this taken down by YouTube because you just said a word you're not supposed to say.
I'm so sorry.
Peter Dinklage is coming for you.
It exists in the classic film. It's Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, but now it's Snow White and the 7 diverse actors, it seems. And there's even a woman, I don't even know what you call them, a woman person who's going to be the sidekick of Snow White. Apparently, I don't know whether or not we should look into these photos too much, because the person or the depiction of Snow White here, this is not even Rachel Zegler. This is either a stand-in or a double, or these are not actual photos from the set. But it seems as though this article reports that they are stand-ins that have been being filmed in the field for the creation of this show. And thus we are getting yet another Disney remake that is diversified and wokeified for the modern audience. And as far as the 7 dwarves, or now 7 people, are concerned, I think Peter Dinklage is going to be pretty happy about this one. Initially, when he had heard that Snow White was being remade, he went on a tear saying that what they did with little people in the olden days of Hollywood and the creation of Snow White and the 7 dwarves was in no way, shape, or form the right thing to do, that it is in fact a moral woe done by Disney, and that they should be consulting little people in the future of creating films that involve them.
Yeah, he got
there's
mad.
even a quote in this article that says, Game of Thrones actor Peter Dinklage, criticized the effing backward story last year. So that's how he feels about it. He's an angry, just kidding, I'm not going to say it.
That was exactly what I was going to say. Is he got angry like he did in that movie.
Oh no. And then of course, many are upset that Rachel Zegler has been cast in this role. I do want to say for the record, I love Rachel Zegler. I have followed her before she was famous on YouTube, because we are both musical theater nerds. So she would post these videos where she covers different musical theater songs, and she goes around New York to all the different festivals and things like that. So I was a fan of her when she was super young, nowhere near being in Hollywood. And now she is a rising star. She was featured in West Side Story playing Maria, which I feel like she did beautifully, and now has been cast in Snow White. She's also going to be in the new Hunger Games movie, that prequel movie, the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, playing the lead role in that film as well. So she herself is on a tear through Hollywood, being cast in several major lead positions. Now, she is Hispanic, which a lot of people take issue with in Snow White. Given that Snow White literally refers to the color of the person who is playing the role, I can get where this might have been a misstep on the part of Disney. Now, as I said on Wednesday's show, if you're going to cast somebody who is not the race that is meant to be portrayed, particularly when the character's name is Snow White, maybe you should invest in some white foundation at the very least. But is that whiteface? We can't do it for black characters, so I imagine we can't do it for white ones either.
Some people would argue that snow, as it sits on the ground for longer and longer, it gets a little, gross, and, a little darker, and changes color. So I don't know.
Media Matters is going to clip that.
Yeah.
I think this was a misstep on the part of Disney, and it seems like they're going to keep shooting themselves in the foot as far as their Disney remakes are involved. If you wanted to cast Rachel Zegler, a phenomenally talented actress, why not make her own film? Why not make her own character and allow her to shine, which she would in any given role? It just seems like they feel the need to constantly inject this stuff, so much so that it's, you would think that they're at least using the bones of the original story that was created. It's not there anymore. It's dust. This is just not a figment of, I guess, what Snow White would have once been. I
don't know, Amala. I think you're betraying a little bit of bigotry and bias. This is exactly what this cast and this diverse array of actors is exactly what the Brothers Grimm envisioned in Germany in 1812 when they wrote this fairy tale.
I guess so. And I'm telling you guys, I love Rachel Zegler. I want to see the girl win. I want to see her succeed, but I want it under the right circumstances. And you're probably going to watch the film and she's going to kick the vocals out of the water. She's probably going to be a really great actress. It just seems like they missed the mark when it comes to this film. If these photos are real and if they are any depiction of what is actually going on the set of this new movie, which I believe is coming out in 2024. So we'll have that to look forward to. Of course, I'll do my whole series where I watch it so that you don't have to, and it feels like I will have much to remark on if these photos are any indication of the direction the film is going in. Good job, Disney.
Yes. How many remakes is Disney going to make that bomb before they learn their lesson? This has become like literally like another week, another remake, and they're all losing money. It just seems like a unsustainable venture. And look, they can say like, oh, it's a fictional character. It doesn't matter what race these characters are cast in and whatnot. But if it doesn't matter, then why is it a POC every single time? Unless you have some kind of agenda. You had Hans Christian Andersen's Little Mermaid, and look, it's in a vacuum. It is kind of like there's room for artistic license in this stuff, but it just betrays a level of like agenda and a lack of originality. And we can already tell they're probably going to favor modern political ideas and modern ideology around, gender and stereotypes and race stuff, instead of just trying to give a magical, timeless story to the masses, which is what Disney used to do. And we talk about this all the time. It gets tiresome, but I just wonder if and when they will ever learn their lesson.
I mean, this is a really stark indication that they're not going to. I mean, the character's name is literally Snow White. How much farther can you get from reality by casting somebody who's not a white actress in this role? I don't understand. How are they going to justify her name being Snow White anymore? What does that stand for? Are they maybe going to wash her out with CGI and post-production? I don't understand how that's going to work out. Why is she named Snow White anymore? What does that mean? Guys, I'll have a million questions.
Yeah, and I think they'll probably just go about trying to change the actual name of Snow White and trying to warp it in some way, because I believe, I'm sure somebody will correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that the character was named Snow White strictly for the sake of purity. A snowflake falling from the sky is pureness. So I think the character was named with that name specifically to show her growth out of the pure, adolescence or youthfulness and into the real world, which is chaotic and crazy and confusing with all these emotions and growing up within that and coming through it on the other side as she goes through adulthood. So it's to your point, yeah, maybe. I don't know what the heck they're going to name it, but I bet you they'll mess around with the name.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I guess we'll keep an eye out. That's not out till 2024. We can't give too much judgment yet because there's really nothing to see here but a few leaked photos. But we'll keep you posted when the movie does come out. Guys, we're going to do something fun today. A lot of you have recommended that I watch The Button on Cut's channel on YouTube, and it's essentially where two individuals sit down, they have a quick little date, and if the button lights up and you want to reject the person sitting in front of you, whoever hits the button first gets to reject them. So I figured I'd react to this one. Some people were saying that this one gets a little political and has some undertones to it that might need some commentary. So let's watch it and have some fun together.
Could you see yourselves together?
This actually threw me off.
Oh, let me slow that down. Let's see.
That sounded like a dwarf right there.
I always have my playback speed up on YouTube.
Could you see yourselves together?
Now it's super slow.
Whoa.
Hold on. Okay, yeah, this is normal. That was normal. Okay.
Could you see yourselves together?
The sash threw me off. I really hate mustaches. I had a boyfriend who tried to do that, and I threw up. It literally made
So
me
my face is
No,
making you
you-
want to. I'm sorry.
He's quick!
Welcome to The Button, a speed dating show. When the button lights up red, either player may press it and swap out their date for a new person.
Get out of here.
If two people can last on a date for 10 minutes, they win an all expenses paid second date.
This is The Button.
All right.
I'm Nick.
Nick, I'm Liz. Nice to
Liz,
meet you.
nice to meet you. Okay, tell me.
Okay, they'd be a cute couple. Nick and Liz. Okay. They seem like they have similar vibes. He's got his tats and everything. She's maybe not. I think she maybe has tattoos under there. Maybe. Who knows?
about yourself, Liz?
Oh, yeah, I love reading.
Okay, what kind of book? What's your like favorite book right now?
My favorite book right now is Earthling. I think it's based in South Korea.
Well, I'm not Korean, so I don't know much about South Korea. I'll be honest with you, I really love tattoos, as you can see.
Yeah.
I want to be a tattoo artist one day. That's
Okay,
the whole
very
goal.
cool.
Would you like to see my chest tattoo?
How do you guys feel about that as an opener? He's coming out a little strong. He's very quick.
I don't know. Is that considered shooting your shot? I don't know.
You want to see my chest tattoo? I don't know how I would respond if somebody said that within the first minute of me meeting them.
I mean, it's what, like a 10-minute date? You gotta just
You
lay
just
it
gotta
all out
get there. Yeah. How do you feel about religion? How do you feel about family? Just get it all out of there.
How many kids you want?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's see what she says. Does she want to see his chest tattoo?
Do I have to say yes?
I don't really get showed off that often.
Okay.
But
Damn.
I'm
It's McGregor.
If a woman says, "Do I have to say yes?" and then you proceed to lift your shirt up anyways, I have a feeling you're not getting the social cues. Just
She did not consent. Did we just witness essay on YouTube right there?
oh no. Okay, let's keep watching.
tatted.
Yeah.
I see that you have tattoos now. I didn't
do.
know this.
I mean, to be fair, it's a pretty cool tattoo. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't get to show that one off that
Okay.
much.
Nick isn't the biggest fan of vegans.
If you're just out there eating grass all day, what am I gonna do?
Oh
Yeah,
no.
so you don't like vegetables?
No, but I'm just looking for a girl that can eat a chicken bone like clean.
You know what? Nick knows what he wants.
Yeah.
He wants girls to look at his chest tattoo and he wants them to eat chicken wings clean.
I mean, that's if you lead with that on the dating profile, like send me a picture of how you eat a chicken wing, and if you like that and you like my chest tattoo pic, I'm swiping right.
Yeah, you know he's mad that the first date isn't happening at Buffalo Wild Wings right now.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Like one bite.
Oh, who rejected who?
I'll be real with you. I'm not big into the reading.
Okay.
I'm low-key illiterate.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry though.
All right.
He's low-key
pleasure.
illiterate.
Nick.
How are you low-key illiterate? You know what? Oh, I don't think we're gonna get an explanation on that.
Thank you, Liz.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye, Liz.
Bye. This is nerve-wracking.
Really? Because he doesn't seem nervous at all.
No.
I've never met a
Maybe
nervous man who
his
like
way of expressing nervousness is saying a bunch of ridiculous things,
Yeah,
like foot and
maybe.
mouth syndrome.
maybe. Oh my
Michael
gosh.
Scott,
Yeah.
What's happening? I'm Nick.
What's up, Nick?
What's your name?
Jupiter.
She's pretty.
Like you're actually named after the planet.
Yeah, I'm actually a planet.
I don't think I've ever met somebody named Jupiter or a planet.
It's actually my alter ego.
Is there a reason?
So like there's like a time in my life where I felt like I didn't like that version of myself, so I like recreated a new version of myself and I named her Jupiter.
Green or red flag, boys?
That's maroon.
Maroon.
Maroon. That's bright red.
Bright red flag.
Well, I was going
Go not
deep,
this way.
Yeah, deep red.
That was
Okay.
deep red. All of the reds.
An alter ego named Jupiter. Okay.
How do you feel about tattoos?
I'm scared of needles.
Dude loves tattoos. You know what? He's like, let's cut the shit, man. How do you feel about chest tattoos?
Loves the ink.
Cut to the chase here.
He's like, let's get to
what
more
really
important
matters.
topics.
You're scared of needles, but are you open to the idea of getting a tattoo one day?
I am.
Do you want to see my chest tattoo?
Not really, but go ahead.
Not
for
really.
two.
You didn't even really want to see it.
And he still did it. And she got him.
Ouch, Jupiter.
I just feel like you're not my type.
Okay. All right,
I do
bye.
love you,
It
though.
was
I
nice
do
to
love
meet
you.
you.
Dude, can you guys handle rejection well enough to be on this show? Do you think this would be a pleasant experience?
I don't know. I don't have to think about that anymore that I'm married.
I know
but,
they're both married. I'm just saying, if you were a single bachelor, is this where you'd be in LA? This is filmed in LA.
I don't know. Yeah, I feel like you're kind of along for the ride at this point. So
Yeah.
like, at least he's having fun with it seems.
It does
But-
seem that way.
Yeah, if I were on something like this, I would not be taking it seriously. So I
Okay.
gotta say that to his credit. But generally, no, I would avoid things like this because they're silly, and dating is a serious thing, or should be a serious thing if you have the goal of getting married like I did, and didn't want to waste time with a bunch of silly stuff. So
You're like, don't trivialize it. Don't gamify dating. Okay.
I mean, there's a time to, date for fun or whatever. Like, I'm not saying that that's never supposed to be a thing, but when you get to a certain moment and you're like, I know what I'm looking for, it's time. Like, you're not helping yourself by just wasting time and doing silly stuff. So
And smacking buttons, guys.
I loved our conversation.
How did that feel, rejecting somebody?
Powerful. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Dylan.
Oh, we asked at the same time. Is that like a sign?
Sorry. What's the rings on your hand?
So every time I go out, I try to find like a new ring.
Really?
So it reminds me of like where I've been.
Do you have any tattoos on?
I don't.
What's with the tattoos,
Dude,
guys? Are these guys just talking about tattoos behind the scenes? I don't understand.
You have a tattoo.
I do. I have a couple.
Do you have one on your chest you want to show us?
Me? Is that appropriate? Do you want to see it?
See, that's the right answer. Is that appropriate, right? Just don't go guns blazing like Nick.
Switching up the strategy here, yeah.
You know, just exposing, flashing your chest to random women, okay, who sit across from you. Is that appropriate? Is actually the perfect answer.
Sure.
Sure. Yeah. It's all the way up here, and then I got these.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. These are. So this is my mom, my oldest brother, my middle brother, and me. And they're just Eva birds. So in Hawaii, like when they fly by, like that's kind of like what it is.
Do you find Dylan attractive?
I think he's.
You gotta think about it. That's crazy.
That's a long pause. Oh no.
She's just like
think
shut
about
down.
it. That's crazy. Yo, that's crazy. You had to think about it.
My man also went with the strategic from bottom up to show the one that's like right here where he could just pull it down. I'm like, okay, dude.
Oh my gosh. He took that well. He took that well. He took that with grace. Oh my gosh.
It reminded me of in Charlie Brown when she asked Charlie Brown, like, you do think I'm beautiful, don't you, Charlie Brown? And he's like, like, you got to think about it.
I feel like even I'm like, so I would absolutely say yes just to not be like rude, you know?
Would you do it without inflection? You'd be like, yeah.
I would be like, yeah, you know, he's cute. He's cute. Yeah, yeah. Oh gosh, this makes me anxious.
I just don't particularly date Asian men, so it's like not that you're not.
Wow.
It's not in my like.
Oh, you got
We got her. You know what? At least they're honest. I was expecting maybe a worse reaction to the dating preference thing, but you took that fine. It seems okay. I mean,
That was so.
how do you guys feel about racial dating preferences?
I don't know. I don't really get it. I mean, I guess I don't fault people too much, but I don't think it's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's never been something where I'm like, oh, a person is completely off the table just on the basis of their race. Like, that's weird to me.
Right. I feel like you're bound to be wrong. I think a lot of like people say that because they maybe don't find certain races attractive, like in a general sense, and that's why they say that. But I mean, you're just like you're bound to be wrong whenever you make statements like that. You're gonna find that somebody that you do in fact find attractive and would be willing to date. So try not to place boundaries, guys. Or at least not.
Yeah. They're selling yourself short. There could be someone great that you're going to miss out on just because you have that predisposition.
Yep. Exactly.
Smooth though. Did you see her hands just
I
like?
did see that. It was nice to meet you.
Yeah, it was so nice to meet you.
One.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you, Dylan. I find you attractive.
All right, thanks, bud.
Did she hit no on you or you hit no on her?
Oh, there's backstage. These are the other contenders. Okay.
And she doesn't like Asians.
No, that's what she said. Huh? She said they're doing you dirty, man. I mean, like, it's okay, bro. Like, everyone has a type, that's for sure.
Hi, nice to meet
Took
you.
that really well. What a nice guy. Guys, Dylan's single. If you're in Los Angeles, go find that man.
My name
Okay, new man.
is Joaquin.
Joaquin.
Do you two believe in God?
Oh my
I
gosh.
have really kind of radical beliefs about that.
I'd like to hear them.
Okay, I think Satan created the garden and Jesus was the serpent.
Whoa.
Whoa. I'm not religious, so I can't speak to that. How do you guys feel?
I've heard of something like that. Like, I think that's a Satanist sort of belief. Like, they flip things around like that. But
Everything
I mean,
is
I'm no
upside
expert
down.
on it, but yeah, that's an interesting one.
Yeah, it's also something when you got Jupiter saying, whoa.
Yeah, right. This needs more conversation. We need to break this down a little bit more.
I feel like it could have been just as much of a radical belief to just be like, I have radical beliefs about this. Yes, I believe in God.
Right. At this point.
Okay. Wait, what?
I'm sorry, I think you're pretty. I just maybe not all the way my type.
It's okay, you're not my type either.
Really? Is it the glasses?
It's just everything, babe.
That's fair.
I'm just kidding.
You know,
That was so mean. And then she said, I'm just kidding. No, she was not kidding. That is so mean. Oh my gosh.
it's a kid.
He looks much older. Is it just me?
He does look older.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I think they have varying ages on this show, it seems.
Hello. Good afternoon or evening.
Jen, nice to meet you.
Jan?
Jen, what's your name?
Joaquin.
Nice to meet you,
Can you spell your name?
Jen.
I knew Jinn. That's why I asked. Yeah.
You would not like my first name. Ginita. Spell that.
Well, I'm illiterate, but Jin.
What's with the tattoos and what's with the illiteracy?
Yeah.
Where are they finding these people?
What's going on? Oh my goodness.
Jinnit.
Wrong.
Okay, can you spell my name?
Joaquin, you said? W-A...
Oh, you're so beautiful.
K-I-N. Was I right? Okay.
What is...
Whacking? Oh,
he just
man.
went, oh, you're so beautiful. Oh my gosh. I'd hit the button on him that second. Oh my gosh. It's perfectly reasonable to think Joaquin would be spelled with a W, first of all. Can we just put that out there? Joaquin. If you've never seen the name Joaquin and you hear that, it's perfectly reasonable to think it would be W.
I don't know. What about Juan? I've never heard anyone say that the name Juan.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna misspell it, W is the smart way to misspell that name.
Phonetically, you're not wrong.
I don't know. The word Oaxaca really threw me for a loop, so I don't know what's going on anymore.
It's like if you ask somebody to like spell pterodactyl and they say T, you'd be like, oh, well, at least that totally makes sense. You know what I mean? She's not dumb for saying W.
So what do you do for work?
No, it's funny is I'm going on a work trip for about a year, starting pretty soon. It's like journalism.
Or where are you going?
In the Middle East, yeah. In 2 weeks, I'm gone. I'm gone to another planet.
To another planet?
Yeah.
Like the Middle East?
Yeah, it's another planet, basically.
Okay.
I'm holding back saying some wacky stuff, but yeah.
So, do you know anything about the rest of the world, or are you just, super American then?
Oh no, wrong choice of words there, I think is what's gonna happen here. You just said, which this is kind of an innocuous statement, right? To just say, I'm going to a whole nother world. It's a whole nother culture for him, something that he hasn't experienced, right? So he's saying I'm going to a whole nother world. But if you are a left-leaning person hearing that, you're gonna be like, they're on the same world as us. What's a whole nother world about going to the Middle East? What's so different about them, huh? What's gonna be a whole nother world for you, huh? I have a feeling that's what's going to happen because she seems very annoyed by that.
I'd be offended right now about this.
No, are you woke or something?
Am I woke?
Yeah.
What do you mean? I'm awake, actually. I'm not woke.
Got it.
I sense a little tension. What's going on?
I don't know how the Middle East is like a different planet, but
I mean, you can't even shake a woman's hand in that part of the world. Did you know that? I didn't know that until pretty recently. So it's another planet.
I think this is what you consider normal here is probably a little different what's normal over there. But I'm actually Bosnian. I come from an Islamic family. So,
our realm is different from other realms.
Yeah, complete different.
Cool, cool.
Realms, planets.
Yeah, I've also mainly
We're all
dated.
human,
I've mainly dated international, foreign women. I dated someone from Ukraine, dated someone from Brazil, from Taiwan.
This is off the rails, guys. None of these people are compatible. Just as a general note, if somebody is gonna try to accuse you, as she is sort of inferring, she's sort of inferring that he's xenophobic here. We can all make that assessment. The best way to go about that is to just be like, oh no, I just meant, that it's a different culture than the one that I'm from. Don't start listing the different type of women that you've dated.
I feel like this guy is using doublespeak. He sounds like he's talking about Middle East and stuff, but he's saying another world and different realms and dimensions. And he talked about the whole Satanist thing at the beginning. So I think they just found this guy and was like, this is a weird, spiritual kind of guy. Yeah. And he's just, on the tip of his tongue, he's waiting for someone to ask about something spiritual or whatever. And he's just going to vomit on them all these crazy beliefs. That's what I'm picking up from this dude.
I would be hitting the button in both of these instances. I would say. This is
clutching my pepper spray.
Yeah. Something like that.
Juan from Poland.
Got him.
It was a pleasure.
Why'd you reject me?
No, it wasn't.
I think we have different worldviews. I don't think another country is a different planet.
I think you took that entirely the wrong way. So when I'm saying I'm going to a different world, I'm going to an entirely different realm that I've never experienced or know a lot about, and I'm very grateful to learn about.
Yeah, and that's the point. I hope you learn a whole lot. That's exciting.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh no, this makes me so anxious. I hate it. Literally makes my stomach turn to watch people have an altercation when they don't know each other. It's just oh my gosh.
I said, I'm going to another world, going to the Middle East. She's like, oh, I don't think that's a different the world. She's lecturing me, oh, you're only American, you've never been to parts of the world.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good, how are you? Jen, nice to meet you.
Jen?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Is that short for Jennifer?
No, Janita.
Janita, okay,
Yeah.
very interesting.
Yeah, it's a little bit of an oddball.
So what are you looking for?
I'm getting up there in age. I'm not old. I'm 29, but I'm definitely looking for something more serious.
Chilling.
Yeah, what about you?
Same, I would say. I dated a lot in college.
No, how old are you? I'm sorry.
25.
25, okay, yeah.
How do you feel about younger guys?
You know, I'm a little impartial to it, but I just feel like probably not in the same vibe, to be honest. Yeah.
She knew what she knows what she wants. Let's see why he buzzed her.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm just not a big fan of like the big lips.
Yeah.
But that's, I mean, it's totally preference.
Fine. It is a preference. I appreciate that.
Cool.
I need to know about the big lips.
Oh my
Bro,
god!
she gave you an out with the age thing. You just take the out. You don't have
Literally.
to drop a physical insult on her.
Oh my gosh, chivalry is dead. What is going on? You would think you would just be like, oh no, I just feel like we're different vibes, or I just didn't feel that spark of connection. I don't like your lips, actually. The way that they sit on your face and how big they are, it's not for me.
Oh, bless her heart. Yeah.
Bless her heart.
Poor Janita.
Are they not natural?
No, they're absolutely not.
Are you natural in other places as well?
None of your fucking business. Yeah. Yeah,
Good
we're gonna
answer,
leave that there.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Dude, is this what dating looks like? Is this how the streets are? Is this how you guys are, hanging out on the streets? These are the kind of conversations you're having.
We've been seeing all these stories about how men aren't asking women on dates anymore, and Gen Z's not having sex and all this stuff. And now I've been kind of like, oh, guys need to get out there and blah, blah, blah. But like, dude, if this is what it's like, holy crap.
Right. I don't want y'all to get out there. Stay home. Stay home.
Play video games.
gosh.
I'm just kidding.
Have a good one.
What's your hobbies?
I'm very outdoorsy. I hunt and fish a lot. Yeah.
What things do you hunt?
Most recently, I was in Idaho and I hunted spring black bear.
Bears?
Black bears, yeah. A lot of people don't think that you can or you should, but yeah, it's pretty normal across the western states. But I use all the meat and eat everything, and it's really good.
What part of the bear do you eat?
Every part.
What are your deal breakers?
Ooh.
She was getting ready to slap that. Did you see it? Her hand went whoop, and that thing was not lit up.
The lean.
No, that's so. What do you do if you're trying to tap it on somebody and you don't realize the button's not ready? You just got to be like, actually, high five. I have a feeling she's not a fan of the hunting thing, because her face was not loving it.
Okay. Hunting is a big one. Just I'm not a fan of it.
Not a fan of hunting? Oh, why is
My
that?
dad hunts birds.
But do you eat meat?
Honest, I do, but I don't know. I'm from Texas, and it's everyone hunts, and there's just something about hunting there that
How are you gonna be like, I'm not for hunting, and then you're eating meat? When you got this guy going through using animals, every part of the animal, eating everything, probably using the pelts of whatever he kills too, and then you're like, hunting's a red flag. Make it make sense, y'all. Come on now.
I don't get that one. Maybe she's associating hunting with a certain type of person that she doesn't like, even if it's not about the ethics of it per se.
Right. I can get being saying I don't like game, you don't like trophy hunting, and saying that you shouldn't just be killing animals to have as trophies. That's totally reasonable. But saying I don't like hunting and then you're eating meat is interesting.
I'm just
You don't like? Yeah. Well, for me, it's sustainability. So meat eating, when you're doing factory farms and stuff, super bad for the environment, super unethical to animals. And so if you're hunting a wild animal that's lived its whole life in the wild, if you take one animal out, it's not you're
No.
That's the most ethical way you could eat meat, in my opinion. That's why I started hunting.
Yeah, and I know there is a difference. Totally people who live off the land and then they only hunt off the land. Maybe living on a farm. Oh, okay.
Ooh, hit him with the quickness on that one. Oh my gosh.
Do you get extra points for being first to smack it or something? Or
No, if they smack it first, you have to go. If you smack it first, they have to go. So,
got it.
Oh my gosh, that was Lightning McQueen. He hit that button. Oh my gosh, cha-ching.
Gotta stay quick with it. It was nice to meet you.
No, you're kind of funny, but why? Come on, I needed my chance.
I just knew she was gonna hit it on me, and honestly, you seem really tall too. And I'm
you
like,
sure?
I'm 5'11". Like I'm.
This episode. This man has me speechless. He literally cannot help himself. He has to say the physical thing that he dislikes about the person who's sitting across from him. Imagine dating him. Oh.
Yeah, I'm ready for a new guy. I can't believe that this is like what dating's actually like out there right now. I need rekindled hope in humanity after this dude.
I feel like not. These are people who they have to apply to be on this show, I believe. So they're seeking this. This is a certain character, I feel like. This is a certain type of person. I hope. This is not what you guys are dealing with out there.
I'm not short.
I'm literally 5'9".
Really?
Yeah.
Are you wearing heels?
Yes.
Okay, that's probably what it is.
Come on.
Anyway, it was nice to meet you.
He looks like he's gonna cry a little bit.
I like your dress. I'm a big fan of sundresses.
Oh, thank you. It's actually a 2-piece.
Will has gotten a lot of women pregnant.
Oh, really?
What?
How many?
Something over 50. I was a sperm donor. So
you make bank then?
I did.
I'd hit the button. I would hit the button. I would hit the button. I know some people are like, it's a really nice thing to do, and I get it or whatever. It just would not be for me, honestly. I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna pass. Sorry.
College.
I would hit the button before it's red, and then have to sit there through awkward conversation.
Okay.
Now I'm out of college. I'm done with that.
Will did max out though. They cut him off.
Yeah, they cut me off.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I was too successful. Do you want kids?
Oh, my goodness.
I think so. It just depends whether or not I feel like ethical bringing more people into the world by the time I want kids.
Oh, who won that one?
Awkward.
I don't know who was first.
Will got there first, but by a hair.
He's sticking
I just
around.
wasn't vibing into my
Yeah.
class.
Not the vibe.
Was it his 50 kids?
That could be part of it. Contributing to overpopulation, but it's okay.
Oh, what a leftist spin on that. I didn't even think about that. Contributing to
Well, I
overpopulation.
knew that was her angle. I knew that's what that was coming from for sure.
Interesting. That did not cross my mind. That makes sense. I guess, yeah, if you're a leftist, yeah. That's a big no-no.
It was really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, have a good one.
You too. He's a sperm donor and has like 50 kids out there somewhere. I'm like, overpopulation much?
How's it going?
Overpopulation much? Oh my gosh.
The birth rate in the U.S. is below replacement level right now, so just throwing that out there.
So the dude's actually got a W with the sperm donation thing? I still would
wouldn't go
pass,
as far
but
as
for
to
other
say
reasons.
that.
Okay, he's still here.
Hi, Dad.
I'm Will.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Name the most unattractive feature about the person sitting across from
Oh
you.
gosh, he's gonna have no problem with this.
He's locked and loaded.
He's gonna hit it. Yeah, he's like, well, just one.
Holy shit.
Damn. Oh, okay. I just don't like this. The sash.
You don't like the
Sorry.
stash?
I don't. It's literally hanging over your lips. So then if some.
Okay. But I'm a good kisser, so like it makes up for it. I mean, I like your hair, but I feel like it's not natural, right?
No, it's not. This ain't my real hair.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm very much I like girls to be more natural, but that's standard if like that's the length of hair you want.
She just wasn't natty enough,
That
So
takes
sorry.
a long time to grow out, so I'd imagine that's a lot of work.
That's fair.
You dated outside of your ethnicity before?
I have. My dating experience started off dating more of
White boys?
Yeah, I dated
Okay.
white boys at first.
I've only had a few relationships, but like casually seeing people, yeah, I've pretty much been with everything under the sun. Black, Asian, Indian, Middle Eastern.
Could you see yourselves together?
The sash just threw me off.
Really?
I really hate mustaches. I'm sorry. I had a boyfriend who tried to do that, and
Dude, this is the most incompatible group of people to ever be in one room together at once. This is crazy. And normally, I think they get matches by the end of these episodes. And somebody gets to go on a date, right? They say you last 10 minutes. Is this gonna...
I threw up. I
don't have much time.
So my face is
No,
making you
you
want to throw up. I'm sorry.
Shit, he's quick. Oh,
Gosh, I just want him
honestly,
out. I want the
feel like
next.
We could be friends, but
No, you got the worst guy with really good reflexes.
Yeah, I know, right? That hand-eye coordination.
Get rid of him.
Barf if you kissed him.
yeah, I can do it. I can do it.
You're just barfing my
I would
face.
probably just
Fine,
make
I'll
you
start
shave.
this.
I would make you shave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
You have a
Nice
good
to
one.
meet you.
What kind of music are you a fan of?
I've been really into R&B, soul, funk, jazz, some hip hop, so anything you can dance to. But I
Are
really
you a dancer?
Yeah, I grew up dancing. Okay. My parents had me in ballet when I was really little, and then I switched to hip hop.
You look very physically fit.
I like being active. especially when it's nice out. Like I like being outside, like going on hikes.
So you're outdoorsy.
Like relatively. I don't want to do like a 1 month backpacking.
So you wouldn't do a backpacking trip? Are you like a glamper, or are you like?
Nobody
can you
clicked
do like a weekend on the ground, dirt?
Oh yeah,
fire?
I've done that before.
Okay.
How do you feel about dating older women?
I have dated older women.
Like how much older?
So I was talking to a girl who's 30. I've been with a woman who's 40.
40?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, how old are you?
How old do you think I am?
26.
25.
Just
How old
answer
are
the
you?
question. Men, if a woman asks you how old you are, answer the question. Okay, it's the manly thing to do. Be a man.
Wow, you feel so strongly about this.
I don't know why. I just answer the question.
What do you think?
I feel like you're 27.
I'm 31.
No way.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about younger guys?
I've been on dates with people that were born in the 2000s.
Oh, they like each other. Okay, that's two.
Is that legal?
You've been on a date with a 40-year-old.
Okay, that's different.
How is that different?
That's fair. Okay, fair enough.
Are you two vibing?
I'm having a good
I
time.
like you, yeah.
You think you like me?
I didn't say
A little bit?
think. I said I like
Oh, you did? Okay. No, I like you. You seem nice.
Okay, I want to try something. If you guys consent, I want you to hold hands and stare into each other's eyes for 10 seconds.
I love eye contact.
No talking.
All right, guys.
You have really
How
nice
about that
eyes.
airplane food?
Thank you.
I feel like I'm intruding on something.
I'm gonna go.
She's gonna watch this video back and be filled with regret.
To on another day.
Okay, wait. Okay, one last time.
I don't know this works. For me, personally.
That's fair. I actually, honestly, I went on a date before I came here.
Oh,
I really like this girl.
Oh, he's
And
hurt.
so this is
there
actually
you go.
kind of perfect. 'Cause,
There you go. It's just like validation
but
that you should see that person.
It is
again.
really nice to meet you.
Yeah,
though.
good to meet you.
Yeah, have a good
Oh
one.
no, the boy with all the insults can't handle it when the button finally gets pressed on him, man. He said, I actually just went on a date before this, and she's actually perfect, so.
Wow,
Unreal.
that was justice. He got humiliated at the end there a
Yeah.
little bit.
That was the end of the episode, man. We didn't even get a match.
Yeah, that excuse was as thin a veil or shield as his mustache.
Right.
That was so flimsy.
I actually just went on a date right before this. They filmed this at 8 in the morning. Yeah, right. Oh my goodness. Okay, well that was fun, guys. We're gonna get into super chats now.
Right, let's keep this party going.
Let's keep this energy moving.
All
Oh
right,
my
Seth, my
gosh.
dude is here, starting us off today. Hopefully, it's an appropriate one. He's been flirting with the line there
Hit or
the last
miss.
few times. Oh, I'm just kidding. The new title will likely be Snow Non-White and the 7 Vertically Impaired People.
Right.
And the witch will be a white woman with MAGA paraphernalia.
Something yeah, right. At some point in the future we'll get an iteration like that, I'm sure.
That actually sounds believable for some reason. I don't know.
We are also going to quickly zoom through super chats just to let you guys know I have a flight to London to catch.
Oh dear. Okay.
But we're still doing this show for you guys today.
We're gonna fly through these.
We
no
are.
pun intended. Flynn Vicente says, "Keep up the great work, guys and gal. I'm curious if you've heard of the McKinsey organization or company. I just found out they do business everywhere and they are pushing the leftist agenda."
No, never heard of them. I'll have to look into that. Is it like a BlackRock type thing?
McKinsey? It's
McKinsey.
It's a consulting group.
Ah,
So
okay.
they are everywhere and with most of the major companies out there.
Got it. Interesting.
That's such an ambiguous term, consulting. It's like, what does it even mean?
What do
It's
consultants
a lot of room
do?
for nefarious activities. Octonotes says, "I've seen so many channels cover episodes of The Button. Love to see how people react to people's dating preferences as if they were offensive biases. People are nuts, man."
Yeah, it's just weird. It's okay. You can have a preference. I might think it's misguided to have a preference based off what we said. You never know who you're going to find in this world. There's how many billion people, living on it. So, but it's not racist. It's not racist to be like, yeah, it's not my preference.
Agree. Let's see. Octonotes again says, "Another thing, how do y'all feel about people who get plastic surgery on places that don't need them? E.g., BBLs, implants, etc."
I mean, it's not for me, but to each their own, Charlize their own. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, there's tasteful ways to do certain things, but most of the time it's like if you can like tell, it's usually too much. So I don't know.
Yeah, LA's hot for that sort of stuff. It's everywhere.
100%. I don't know. Scott's quiet over there. I had to answer. What did you say?
Me? I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things, like, to your guys' point, if it's too much, it's going to be a turn off immediately, because your eyes are going to look at it and be like, oh, something's different here. Something's off. Like, so I'm not a fan of it personally. So, au naturel.
Right. There's this story of this guy who sued his wife because he thought she looked a certain way and they had a kid together, and the kid came out looking totally different. And then he found out that she had a bunch of plastic surgery on her face. I think he sued her for like false advertising or something like that. Something crazy. I don't know if that's, I just heard that somewhere. Who knows if it's actually a true story, but I imagine somebody has the audacity to sue for that.
That's a new one. Okay. Wow. Silver Dollar says Satanists don't believe in a literal Satan, but use it as a metaphor for creativity, individualism, and self-indulgence. Chris Stewart, Church of Satan. Huh. I'll take your word
Never
for
heard
it.
of her. Never heard of her. Never met her.
Interesting. Moon Demon says flubba. So thank you for that. And Trip Tank says, happy to find a non-religious conservative creator. I'm curious who your go-to person for hearing bad takes from the left is. Mine is Hassan.
Oh gosh, I don't know. Bad takes from the left. There's a lot. It's normally just like randos on Twitter that I see with blue check marks and stuff who we find their takes and we talk about. Tariq Nasheed is a really good one. Who was the one that we covered who was talking about 4th of July recently? She's got a whole like high following on Twitter where she just says random stuff that is so crazy. I don't know. I'll have to get back to you guys on that one.
Was a crazy one on Twitter.
Yeah.
Mehdi Hassan, Joy Reid.
Yeah.
All of the
Young Turks.
Pick your MSNBC host.
Yeah.
Young Turks has been, a little purple pilled lately or something.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think that is it today. So we had not too many super chats.
Quick. That's perfect.
You were
okay.
leaving.
Yeah, you guys knew that I had somewhere to be. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and put a goodbye in the chat for Scott.
Peace out, guys.
He's leaving us. This is his final day. We'll be in touch, of course, with Scott.
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
This is not goodbye. This is see you all later.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'll constantly be FaceTiming him for our technical difficulties, so.
No, he said, like, you guys can text me, and I think he was just doing that to be nice, but we literally will probably be texting him all kinds of questions about how to make this thing work.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment down below on some of the things we talked about today, including the leaked photos from the Snow White set in this new recreation by Disney, and some of the characters you saw on The Cut, which we've reacted to, and the show specifically called The Button. Let us know if you want us to react to it again on another fun Friday down the line. As always, we encourage healthy debate in the comments, so duke it out, but do so respectfully. And like, subscribe, click the notification bell to be notified when we're live. That's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, and we post videos for you every day. I'll be back, and I'll see you guys next week on Monday with a fresh new video. Bye, guys.